In this society, if we have to date, at least date the way that good Christian people do and say, I don't want to have any physical, intimate connection before we get married. I'll talk to you, but let's meet in public places. Let's not touch one another. Let's not go to your house. Let's not go to my house. Let's not meet in private so that we can actually accomplish this. Let's meet in the Starbucks coffee house where we can't have inappropriate physical connections. And if you feel good about that, I feel good about that, let's move forward that way. If we need to talk and see if we're compatible. In India, astrologers will look at the birth chart. People will ask their guru. People will ask their parents. And the families come together. Rather than the kids meeting and talking about it, the families come together. And nowadays, maybe the kids will talk a little bit. They'll look at the photo, say, yeah, I could be interested. But if the families think it's a good idea and the kids are open to it, then they agree and they get married without knowing one another. It's a great situation. True love is built that way. It's not just lust. It's not something that's rushed into in a passionate way. It's something that's agreed upon from a place of consideration. We don't consider other people and we call it love. It's terrible. People tell me all the time, they say, I'm having this problem with my boyfriend, with my girlfriend. My boyfriend, apparently, he has 12 other girlfriends, or he's a thief, blah, blah, blah. And I always ask them, I say, well, what the heck were you thinking? Why'd you start the relationship with this guy if you knew he had these problems? If you knew he had 12 other girlfriends? She said, well, I didn't ask him, and I didn't really start the relationship. It just kind of happened. Like, what do you mean it just kind of happened? It doesn't just kind of happen. You chose to on some level. But they don't stop and think about, do I like this person? Do I want to be with this person? They're just thinking about that passion in that moment, so they're not considering themselves. They're not respecting themselves. They're not considering the other person, not respecting them. We can't call this love. We've got to stop thinking of things in this way. And for the practice of brahmacharya, one point I forgot to mention was we shouldn't dress in a promiscuous way. And people call themselves yogis, yoginis, and they wear these very tight pants. It's very revealing. And it's not in line with the practice of brahmacharya. Women in this society in particular need to hear this. When we dress in these ways that are very revealing, we're not allowing ourselves to respect ourselves. We're trying to get other people to look at us, to make us feel good about ourselves. And we're causing ourselves to connect with them from the lower chakras, and we're causing them to connect with us through the lower chakras. We're causing that interaction to be necessarily more sexual when it doesn't need to be. It could be spiritual in nature. We're encouraging the disrespect that we're experiencing. Many people may be in a situation where they tried to have a partnership and they realized later their partner was not committed. They just wanted a physical interaction. People are not honest and they don't stop to ask these questions. We should. It may not seem romantic. It may turn off a lot of people. 99% of the people may run away from you if you say, stop. Before we do anything, let's talk. Let's see if we have similar goals and aspirations in life. Let's see if we have similar thoughts of what we want to do with a family. Let's see if we're compatible, because I respect you. And I think I could love you because I feel attracted to you. You can say these things. And a lot of people say, oh, I'm not interested in that. I want to rush into pain and trouble. Let them go away and have pain and trouble with someone else. But stop, and talk to these people. Say, let's not go any further until we have a good sense that we respect each other and we may be compatible. It's very wise. Take a vow not to have sex before marriage. Take a vow as a couple if you have to be dating, which you may. It's very wise. It'll minimize your pain and suffering. It'll help you in your spiritual practice. It'll help you find the right partner. Because many of us, unfortunately, have not chosen our partners. We've had our partners chosen for us by the desires in ourselves.